Hey guys, Alessio, and hope you're well. In this video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is Bitcoin. And the first thing I want to mention about Bitcoin is this. Now, in technical analysis and chart analysis, it is commonly believed and commonly said that when there is a rally or when there's a shift of momentum to the upside, what you also want to see is something important to show there's conviction behind the move. What is that thing? Well, let me show you. Let's take a look at this chart right now. As you can see here, Bitcoin has had a gradual move higher in the certainly the last few months, last few weeks as well. However, even though Bitcoin has gradually moved higher, there's been an upward momentum here in Bitcoin, there is something missing here, and that's what I'm showing you on this chart. If you just take a look, there is volume, but there is below average volume. Let me repeat that. The momentum to the upside has been accompanied with below average volume. And what you see here is the volume with a moving average on it. It's a black line you see there is the 50 moving average on the volume. Generally, when there is a shift of momentum to the upside, when there is a movement of a market or price to the upside, you want to see that's being accompanied with, above average volume. And so far, we're seeing below average volume, which seems to show there is not much conviction behind this movement. And that actually, if we just leave this chart for a second, that seems to confirm my own personal views that actually this upward momentum, this upward move, potentially is a corrective rally. This is a corrective movement on Bitcoin, not an actual impulsive rally or an impulsive movement. In other words, it's unlikely to be an uptrend. Now, there are some cases, there are some situations where a market can start a rally on below average volume. However, that seems to be rather the exception than the rule. Nonetheless, though, we'll keep monitoring the situation. There is certainly some momentum behind this movement, as we can see with the pulse on that chart. But bottom line is there's still below average volume, which seems to show there is not much conviction behind this. There isn't much juice or fuel behind this movement. It's probably running on fumes at present. So that's what I would say about Bitcoin for now. I hope this video helps. Now, before we finish this video, I also want to mention 3 charts of cryptos we want to pay attention to. The first crypto I want to pay attention to is, thanks very much for this, so this is the chart of Bitcoin Cash. Now, Bitcoin Cash, after the dramatic crash that it had last year, you can see it kind of bottomed, well, I don't want to say bottomed out, but it certainly made a low near the 70 level mark, the 71 level mark. It's had a bounce since then. I personally think that, as with Bitcoin, I see this as more of a corrective movement, a corrective bounce or rally. An important level of support on Bitcoin Cash, on BCH, is going to be 150. If it closes below 150, that's going to lower the probability of a potential rally in BCH or Bitcoin Cash. And it really needs to break above that resistance we see there on the 100 moving average if it's going to see a bit more further push towards the 200 to 247 level mark. 247 is going to be a major, 248, 247 is going to be a major resistance on BCH, which could act as downward pressure. So there are several levels of resistance on BCH, the resistance at 247 and the 200 moving average, the green line we see there on the chart. But so far, we're seeing some momentum behind this move. Take a look at Cardano now. Cardano is really interesting. In fact, as I'm making this video right now, Cardano just made a push higher. It broke through that resistance, as a matter of fact. And I would say right now the major support level on Cardano is 50. In fact, I think Cardano recently just took out that resistance. Now, I'll take a look at the chart one more time, but I think it's above that resistance at the moment. So it's pushed higher. So that level, that resistance has now become support, and it needs to maintain itself above that support level, above the 50 level mark. So that's going to be an important level in Cardano. And finally, I just want to mention Dash. All I want to say about Dash is this. This is Dash on Poloniex charts. What I would say is this, support on Dash is going to be about the 90 level mark. It needs to maintain itself above 90 if it's going to have any chance of continuing this push, this rally higher. There is some momentum behind this move, but bottom line is this, Dash needs to maintain itself above the 90 level mark if it's going to have any chance or hope of being able to push higher. So if we just leave the chart for a moment, that's what I got really on these charts. And guys, if this video has helped, please give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe for future updates. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.